Hey, everyone. Can you believe it? It is Wednesday evening, for me at least. For you, I have no idea what it is. I am crossing my fingers on this one that my mic will work. I think I found a fix for my blue snowball. So, Mud Turtle, if you're not just going to use the meme right away, way to, or not the meme, the emote, way to be. Way to be. So hopefully my snowball works and the audio quality will be better. I know this one is a little quieter on my voice, so you may have to turn the volume up. Let me know if the background music is a little too loud compared to my mic, and I'll fix that. But right now my mic is working, right? Cross my fingers, no dropping, no chopping, no nothing like that. Cross my fingers. Because like I found a fix, and I tested it for like 5 minutes of video, and it didn't drop at all. And it turns out like my mic was trying to record way above its weight level. It was trying to record like studio quality, and I'm like, no, I need like maybe an FM radio quality. And as soon as I switched it to that, its pickup and its response was better. It was not trying to like buffer and high quality all my stuff. So as soon as I fixed that, it was notch on. So awesome. My mic is working. Woo! Which means it's good quality. It's not that really loud camera, which is amazing for me because that means that I can be like, woo! And not have people's eardrums blow out. I also did another change, which I feel really stupid about. My mic was always over here. It was always over here because I didn't want it in the way of the camera. And I'm not really talking into it if I'm doing this way. And it's there, so it might not pick me up. I literally was like, oh, that's going to be so much nicer. Still not on the camera, but it is literally right in front of me now. It is right in front of me, so it should be picking up everything. Cowboy Hat Valor using the new emote as well. Welcome to the channel, man. So obviously today, hey everyone, I got my emotes approved. All 3 of them. Isn't that amazing? Now, for all of you who are subscribing, everyone who is a subscriber, a tier 1 subscriber, gets to use my new Thunderfin Salute emote. I think it looks awesome. It is exactly what I wanted. Hopefully it reads really well. Everyone should know what the card is. We get a nice salute to all the people that join our channel now. So that's awesome. And I did spend the extra $5. I paid my girlfriend to pay the guy the extra to get me the full versions. The full like blown up original art versions of them. Because my thought is if this channel does well. If this channel, for now I just have to use the discount version. Fresh, the 07 is A-okay in my book, man. It's the commitment that you have that makes me keep going. Doesn't matter if you pay me $5 or not, or use a Twitch Prime sub, doesn't matter to me. As long as you're here watching, that means my channel's growing. Mud Turtle, no. Other than just getting another emote for the upgrade, there is no benefit to being a higher tier on the sub. So, but I will... right now because I already have 10 viewers. Awesome! I really like doing that whole like 10-minute pre-show, get everyone into the channel so everyone's not like, oh god, we need to rush in, like you start now, what did I miss the beginning? 10 minutes perfect, you know. Aggress your back rub coupon. I mean, I really get into the sweet spots of your lower back, but my girlfriend might not approve of that. Especially since Mud Turtle is a man. I'm getting that right, man. I'm starting to approve on your masculinity there, because I've screwed up so many times on that. Funny story. Okay, so the entire reason that I kept honestly calling you she is because I don't know. Well, I know why, but like every time I see the word turtle or associate the word turtle, I assume femininity because one of my female friends in high school had a pet turtle. That's the only reason. She was the only girl I knew that actually owned a pet turtle. And I just always like, oh, a turtle, and I just right back to my friend, and I'm like, oh, it's a she. And I'm like, no, it's not. You know, turtles can be male and female. It doesn't matter. So that's why it's a really dumb story, but it's stuck in the back of my brain that I can't just scoop it out with a melon ball or anything like that. No, I know. We're all just having fun here, but yeah, that's the whole reason. So as you've seen, many people now in here, I have 3 new emotes. We have the tier 1 sub, which is the Thunderfin Salute emote, which is the most common one used in the chat. I think it's awesome. That's not how it works. I don't know. I'm pretty sure if you melon ball out a certain area of your brain, you're gonna forget sexes. You're gonna forget, and you're just gonna see they. But yeah, what I did is I paid my girlfriend the extra $5 to the person who did my emotes for me, so he could actually send me the full artwork. It was part of his little deal that he had. Because in the back of my mind, also, that's where I keep a lot of my information, is right back here. Not up front, side to side. It's all back here. Got a big noggin. Is so that in the future, if this stream does grow, Fresh, and I'll get to your question in 1 sec. I'll get to your question. In the future, if this stream does well, I would like to put out merch. I think that would be really fun. And in doing so, I don't want to get like the exact copy of the Lightseeker stuff. I feel like that's almost plagiarism if I just steal their art and sell it as my own. And essentially, if I buy it from this person who did his own artwork based on the Lightseeker stuff, that is not plagiarism. I hope. Cross my fingers. I'll talk to PlayFusion about that eventually, because I don't have it yet. But that's really the reason I wanted the bigger images. I could put them on like t-shirts, coffee mugs, maybe even card sleeve backs. I would love a Thunderfin card sleeve back. I don't know about you. I think that would be awesome. But for those of you that don't have, all the emotes, or aren't a tier 3 sub, because I don't expect anyone to spend $25 just to get 3 emotes, I'm going to show you what the large file emotes look like, because I got them today. And blown up, they're meant to be not very detailed, so you can visually see them in Twitch chat, because they're like a 28 by 28 pixel thing. So alright, Cowboy, have sleeves. So I'm gonna slide these over here. This is my pride and joy, my Thunderfin salute emote. Look at that. Look at that beauty. Look at that cartoony beauty. Oh, I am a fan of the cartoony. I think that turned out really well. And as you can see in Twitch chat, Cowboy Hat Valor posted it, but I'll go ahead and post it too. It reads really well. It reads exactly what it is. His hand is away from his body just enough to get the salute in there. You don't need too much detail, just the color scheme. You get that really good looking thing. For those of you, for some reason, if you want to spend $10 on a sub, just so you can spam the Hopper emote, this is what it'll look like. Look at that punk. Look at that punk. Cowboy, it's fine, man. It's fine. Look at that guy. Here he is in Twitch chat, in case you guys want to see what he is smaller version. That guy just, like... I feel like if I make a misplay or like that guy comes up or I do anything wrong, everyone... As soon as I get to the point where that's also just in the tier 1 subs, I need enough sub points, obviously, to get more subs. But that guy is going to be spammed almost as much as the Thunderfin. That turned out so well. It was really weird because the guy started off with a small head, and I was like, no, I want like a larger head, kind of really like emphasize the tongue, but I want a bulging eye that's just looking at me like, do you see what you've done? Do you see what... Yeah, he's judging my misplays. He's judging everything I do. Which is why I'm like, that's exactly what I want from that Hopper. Because that Hopper is the bane of my existence in every shape and sense of that word. So I was like, this is perfect. This is an amazing emote. This is an amazing one, and I'm super happy. I would also put this on a shirt that just says "Beware." Tremendous. Who did the graphics? My girlfriend found a guy named Vector Kong on an app called Fiverr. Turns out he's from Indonesia, which is a 12-hour time difference. So like, trying to get a hold of in contact like that would be like, hey man, it's like 10 at night and 10 in the morning. I'm like, oh man, I'm going to bed. Yeah, can we just work on this? So he'd send me like updates at 1 in the morning, and I'd try to get back to him before like 6 in the afternoon when he would quote unquote stop working. I'm like, oh god. So it took a while for the emotes to come through, but I think they turned out great. Wrangler shirt or hat. Porque no los dos. When I start doing merch, if I start doing merch, if this channel grows enough and I start doing merch and I can get, a decent revenue off it, and if you guys want to buy them, I will try and get stuff out there. Putting this on a card back too, I think would be just hilarious. I think anything on a card back would be awesome, but I definitely want a Thunderfin. I definitely want Thunderfin card backs. I would play those time and time again. I should start with stickers. I'm thinking buttons. Tremendous. I'm thinking buttons. Stickers, like, you put them on something, and yeah, it depends on what you put them on, but buttons, you can wear those things all around. That Fiverr advert is so annoying, but at least it works. Yeah, it does. I can see someone wearing that on a hat and just pointing at it, and their physical opponent misplays. Right, right. The third one that I got is obviously it's the Spanish Inquisition Chronomoth. It's the one that I put on the tier 3 because I'm like, that one was just kind of a meme for the channel. It was kind of a fill, and I couldn't think of the third sub when my girlfriend said I already have this stuff. It was kind of the meme. I put it as third tier because I don't think anyone's going to spend $25 to get that sub emote. And because of the way I wanted it, it really looks good as a large thing, but I saw it as the smaller version, and because he legitimately put the entire word unexpected on the bottom, I was like, oh, that's not reading that well for a small one. But I'll show it to you guys. I think it turned out okay. Here it is in the smaller version. As you can see, in the smaller version, like, it's really hard to read that unexpected. It's like, it's almost like you can tell it's a Chronomoth wearing a red robe, but it's really hard to see. It's just really hard to see. But I mean, it's a large word. It is what it is. Part of me thinks that I should have just left the word off and kept the Chronomoth. Just have the Chronomoth with the red robe. But I put that one, like I said, it's my tier 3 sub. You can spend $25 if you really want to use that one. But I am just personally in love with the first two that I got. They're so amazing, so awesome. So I hope you guys enjoy them as much as I do. We're going to be Thunderfin saluting anyone and everyone that joins the channel today. Hopefully we get more followers. I don't know, maybe. Who knows? Maybe even more subs. We can do a proper Thunderfin salute parade for everyone out there. But yeah. Yeah, that's what's going on today for my subs. I got my emote, so I feel rocking about that. I still got to do my Twitch badges or my sub badges. Still got to figure out. I had a comment from, I think Cowboy Hat Valor said that I should do a Duskglade Tome as a badge. I'm a-okay with that. I'll start working on that as soon as possible. I don't mean to stress or anything, but you can please answer my question because I have to go to. Oh, sorry, question. So your question was, in the future I was going to start playing other games, and you want to know what other games. I am going to do that in the future. Right now, I'm still going to play Lightseekers and whatnot because I'm having a lot of fun with it. What I plan to do is eventually maybe like turn my Saturday stream or maybe even my Monday stream, something that's kind of like an off day, into a random other game day. Maybe I'll play a long game. But what I don't want to play like, you know, League of Legends or anything that's really focus intensive. I still want to be able to talk to you guys while I play this. So I might just play like point and click adventure games or puzzle games or something like that. Obviously Warcraft 3 is a big RTS game that I want to try and play on stream. I might have that as like Saturday mornings and just play through the single player campaign now that it's re-graphicked. I can't think of the word. But it's I can't think of the word now. Where they use better graphics. Because it's an already made game, they're just re-upping it. Remastered! Thank you, Tremendous! With the save. Yeah, I definitely want to play that when it comes out. But, I mean, I've been looking online just for some point-and-click adventure games, for puzzle games. Just so, like, I can play them, I can talk with you guys. We can discuss, like, oh, how do you think we solved this puzzle? Stuff like that. It's more games that I want to be able to be interactive with the Twitch chat, as opposed to, like, if I'm playing League of Legends, or I'm playing, you know, Call of Duty, or any other shooter game, I feel like I'm sitting here the whole time, just really jonesing on the games, and I'm not able to communicate with you guys that well. And with such a small Twitch chat right now, for a fine one, where we talk, we have conversations, me staring at my screen the whole time, not being able to talk to you, I feel like really brings down the quality and the value of what I'm trying to do for my stream as compared to people who actually play that game. And I'm just not that good at FPSs right now. I mean, especially not a computer. I rarely ever play them because I love thinking about stuff as opposed to instinctual stuff. But yeah, I hope that answered your question, Christian. So you can lull off to sleep now. But yeah, that's what the future is when I will start playing games. Is the mic cutting out? Is it? Wrangler, is my mic cutting out in and out on you? Is it going bad? I haven't had anyone say anything yet. S-Darb's not for you. Okay. I mean, as soon as it does, let me know. As soon as it does, let me know. Because like I said, I thought I found a fix for it. I did a 5-minute recording. So I want to make sure that this does work for everyone. If not, and it starts going bad again, I'll switch back to my webcam, and then I'll put the fundraiser up to buy me a new mic. But I thought I found a fix, so I don't have to do that. Sad, I know everyone wanted to see me take a sledgehammer to this thing, but if it works, I'm not gonna toss it away, because it was like $50. And you know, I'm poor. I'm a poor man. So, with that being said, everyone, with that being said, on Monday's stream, afterwards, we started messing around with some... Rangthorpe says, I had a spot a bit ago where the sound died, but it came back in the short order. And with everyone else saying it's good, then it was probably just me. Okay, but Rangthorpe, I mean, feel free if you're like, hey, your mic's cutting in and out. Feel free to say that, man. I mean, I want everyone to be able to get good quality out of this. I don't want just someone to suffer when everyone else is having a good time. I want everyone to enjoy the stream. But, yeah, as I was saying, on Monday, we ended the stream trying to work on Dos Pancakos, his mill deck that he made. And we were looking at a card called Shrine of Death. And while looking at this card, I realized I have 25 copies of this card. Physically 25 copies of this card. Have not played a single one. I'm used to suffering my job as customer support. Oh, that hits too close to home, man. That hits too close to home. But yeah, I saw this and I was like, I own 25 copies of this card. I have never used it digitally. Don't think I've ever used it physically. Because it's so conditional, right? It's select a buff you control, heal yourself equal to its current value. And I sat there thinking to myself, I'm like, man, I mean, it's supposed to be used with, like, Soul Trader. You slam Soul Trader down, heal for, like, 14 essentially in one turn. And then, like, it's okay if you take 7 or you get rid of eventually. But no one ever ran it because there was such a better deck around. So this card has just gone way to the wayside. Best card to play with that with is Everrock Carver. The Shrine of Death. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Everrock Carver, set yourself to 15, then heal for 15, so you essentially go up to 30, and you get an initial action. Yeah, which is probably why that card is being retired. Because ridiculous synergies like that is stalled. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. It's really good. It's really good. But yeah, it's just like, wow, that's... Yeah, immediately put yourself back at 30 for free. What are you going to do? But I was thinking, and you can play Virilla to rotate it on the same turn. Is that a mountain hero? Who's Virilla? Dread. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, you have Mountain in play. And, I mean, you get initial action, yeah. So. Yeah, that's dumb. That's pretty dumb. But, my thought, obviously, we're not going to go completely broken. The thriller named Virilla. Was that your deck name, Bulbasaur? I can see that being one of your deck names. My thought on the whole thing is... Just making a deck. Is a lot of the... So we're looking to get big numbers on our buffs, right? We're looking to get big numbers on our buffs. And outside of, like, a Stampeding Tusker with 6... No, you just made it... Bulbasaur, that does sound like you. You're a very man who's on his... You're a man who's really on his toes when it comes to naming and stuff like that. You're just... You come in, you say the perfect thing right the first try. Not even like, I've been working on these, I got 3 of them, what's the best one? You're like, no. I have, like, the Midas touch with my tongue. I can spit it out better than Eminem. I don't know. Words. You're better at this than I am, okay? I'm just saying that. And it's amazing, and I approve. But I was sitting here, and I was like, okay, so we really want to use that to get on stuff. Umbra on Fire, forgot the name. Four Corner Mountain Buff. Yes, I know what you're talking about. To basically heal for 10. And deal 10 to the opponent, that kind of thing. Yeah. But what I was also thinking is, just basically run it in a base tempo deck. I don't need to get max value out of it. On any buff, I really want to just get like 4 more out of it. I think it's fine if I do that. And I started looking at Astral. Alright, I started looking at Astral. 3, 4. There's one here for, 5 here. There is the Mage Ship, which is 7 after 2 turns. Like, I'm sitting here like, oh, there's some pretty good buffs. There's some pretty good buffs here with like 4 corners or more in damage. I mean, even if you put Telestra Protector down, 4 damage, heal for 4, next turn you heal for 2. Like, there's some decent stuff here where you could just heal for 3 and have it be fine, right? But I'm looking at this, I'm like, okay, well, Solar Gravity. And we need Death. Guys, are we gonna try? I think we are. Buff Corner Mountain 4. There you go, Starbs. You got it that time. Heal for 3 isn't worth a card. Healing for 7 is. I think that's pretty good. Also, what I'm also thinking here. Now, Bulbasaur, go with me on this. Go with me, okay? If we're doing, Solar Astral or Solar Lunar. Solar Gravity. Solar Gravity. We can include. Why am I still in dread? We can include, first off, Phase Shift. Alright? Phase Shift. Deal 1 damage to you. Also, I'll heal for 4, deal 4 damage to you. That's fine. We can also include the stupid, beyond all belief, Reality Rift. To bring in things like a Mage Shift or something like that. So right now, I mean, those are the 2 amazing combos that I want to run almost at all times. And then I'm sitting here like, okay, we're looking at Death. What cards really work with it? If you have Battle Priestess. Okay? Battle Priestess. We're obviously going to be a really buff heavy deck where our opponent, will try and remove our buffs, get better value out of it and stuff like that. Battle Priestess, any damage you deal is receiving. So, like, you can lay a Battle Priestess 1 turn. Then you can lay the Mage Ship, which is Solar. And by the time they get around, if they get around for some reason, Mage Ship will hit for 7. You can heal yourself for 7 and then do another 7. And I was like, that's really good swing potential. Even a Flare Mane Prowler. If it goes around, you deal 5, you heal for 5, you still get an additional action. But if, Battle Priestess is out, you essentially heal for 5 and deal 10. So I'm like, okay, now we're looking at some decent things. Okay, that's pretty cool. And of course, like even micro heals with Reality Rift. There's also really good synergy in Carabid Scavenger. It is 5. If this is out on the board for like 1 turn, you just put it out there as kind of like buff removal bait. It's one of those like, oh, your opponent's probably not going to remove it until you get pretty low on health. You heal for 5, defend ability, heal for another 5, put the Shrine of Death back in your hand. Or, if we're running like a minor control-y deck like we were, there is an amazing card here that heals you for 3. Right? Blinding Beetle, heal for 3 with Battle Priestess out. So you heal for 3, deal 3. Then you put it under the Scavenger, heal for 5, deal 5, and bring Blinding Beetle back. Or even like the turn before. And I'm like, wow, it's not bad. That's not bad at all. You won't have Superior Death. Why not? Bulbasaur, why not? Why won't I have Superior Death? She has 2 Superiors. which is amazing. Double superior. On the item? What item? Are we getting lost, Bova? Oh no, Astral. No. We're not running Lunar. We're running Death with Solar and Gravity. And I was like, Asivak might just be really good. You know, if we run the Death cards that are big healing like that, because that's Death has like the biggest healing is Soul Thief for 4 healing 2 damage. But if we could run cards like Shrine of Death to heal for 4 or 7 and stuff like that, that'd be really good. Also, Battle Priestess, as we've tried to figure out, works pretty well with like Battle Priestess 1 turn, then Bone Reaper the next, and have it like essentially swing for 8. We're going to be laying some pretty efficient combo or buffs, making our opponent like waste their buff removal on a lot of things, and we're just going to try and get value out of it. Also, this captures any defend card, and with Astral, we're going to be running quite a few defend cards. So this has a lot of stuff to bring back to our hand. It almost actually makes me consider running Rigor Mortis in this deck. It almost makes me consider running Rigor Mortis. I don't think this one got rotated out. I could be completely wrong, but I don't think this one is getting rotated. It's not. Okay. So, like, I'm sitting here, I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, what can we possibly do here? Like, Rigor Mortis, we're obviously going to put in, the best combo in the world, Blood Moon. With all the buffs, we're going to have all the defend cards. Just one card for 13 damage is going to be really good, I think. Did you see my comment on your no buffs deck, by the way? You have 2-dimensional hunters in it, which are rotating out. Do I really? Maybe I mistyped or misclicked. No, S-Darbs, I did not see that. There was another comment that someone caught for my Insect Fatigue deck as well, that I had 2 non-classic combos in there. So, like, there's stuff that I probably missed, but no, I must have missed that, because it didn't show that I had a comment on the page. I've also been logged out. So... But, I mean, I can go, I'll take a look and see that, but, yeah, I didn't know I had 2-dimensional hunters in there. That deck I also probably put together before Classic format came out, so that might be it. But yeah, with that being said, I mean, I'm probably gonna put that in there right now, just for sake. I kind of, it's like Sunstrike feels good, but then Enlightenment also feels good for card draw and potential healing and whatnot. But it might just be Sunstrike. It might just be Sunstrike. Might just be Sunstrike. So now we can go to our action cards. Action cards, Astronomer, I think is really good. Maybe 3. Blinding Beetle is definitely going to be a 3. Battle Priestess. We'll put 3 in there as kind of like a meme right now. Cowboy Hat Valor is continuing the gift sub they got from Scrub Kid. Oh man, thank you, Scrub Kid. Thank you for that. Way to pass along the fun. I mean, Celestian Warrior, I feel like 2 of those are fine. Let's just go in the Solar quick. So we'll do that. I feel like Flaremane Prowlers are good if we're going to want buffs. We'll go 2 of those. Impatient Scholar is another one that I'm like, I kind of, obviously Mage Ship. We want 3 Mage Ships. That's our big hitter. How many Solar do we got? We got 10 now. So maybe we'll hold off. Sunplane Charger is another one that's just a really good, consistent buff. Stays out there, but I don't know how often we're going to have Gravity on top. That's the thing. I feel like 1 Mirror Beast is just going to be really good too, but we'll come back to some of these as well. Because I really want to get my Death cards in here. Carabin Scavenger, I feel like 2 of is really good. Bone Reaper, probably another 2 of is really good. Shrine of Death, I don't want to overdo it. Soul Thief is a better one to have. It's more continuous, more just better in general. Do we ever put in Stalking Sipid? Do we ever just put in Stalking Sipid as, like, we put it out there as bait buff removal? Could heal, could not heal, kind of thing? Wall of Bones, maybe? With all the healing that we're going to have, damage prevention kind of makes Battle Priestess bad if we're not taking damage to then heal back up. So Wall of Bones might be one that we include later. If it finds out like the healing isn't working, then we'll put in Wall of Bones. But right now I want to avoid damage prevention so that we can get the most benefit out of our healing. Because you can't heal if you're still at a high health. I have to wait for my gift sub to expire to get my Hopper emote. Oh, well, soon. Lots of buffs to we could add a Defiler, actually. That would work really well in this deck. You're right, Mud Turtle. You're right. One Devourer could work wonders. And now for Gravity. We already have the Astronomers. Battle Priestess, we have 3 of those. I'm thinking maybe like an ice, like 2 Ice Feather Mystics. Defiler, not Devourer. Wait, Defiler. Oh, the damaging one. The damaging one. We could add one of each. We could add one of each. If we're running Rigor Mortis, I'm okay with actually having more death cards in here. I'm okay with running that. Porque no los dos, guys. Porque no los dos. Could you think about this? If I had quite a few buffs out there when Battle Priestess goes off, and I devour, like, 3 of them? No, but think about it. If I devour 3 buffs, I heal for 15, Battle Priestess then hits them for 15. Now the gears are turning, right? Because I could just put a buff out there, right? With Battle Priestess, I'll have that rotate. I'll put just, like, I don't know, a Celestian Warrior out. Remove it so I can remove Bone Reaper, Celestian Warrior. I'll have really big swing turns, especially if I can get a good Reality Rift. Because, like, this deck with Reality Rift makes me feel like this is going to be a mid to late game deck. So if I can, like, stack my deck somewhat, and I can with my Asivak ability. With my Asivak ability, I can stack my action buffs. And make sure I have a good Reality Rift. So I can get things back like Battle Priestess, like a Flaremane Prowler, and all this ridiculous stuff. And then have them go off all at once after they've been removed. I just need to find a way to heal to not die. You know what I mean? I need to heal so I don't die. And yeah, just like having Battle Priestess go off with a... if I time it right, a Celestian Warrior and a Flaremane Prowler, those would be the big ones. Obviously, it won't heal me, but, yeah, then I can Shrine of Death. I'll have 3 actions, right? I'll have 3 actions. So I can even, like, Carabid Scavenger, Shrine of Death, or just any other buff. Then Shrine of Death on the Mage Ship, heal for 7, deal 7 with Battle Priestess. Then Devour, remove 3. And then, like, that's just a lot of damage. That is so much damage. Do you have a Light Lasher? I mean, I have one. It's not in the deck yet. I got 3 of them. Light Lasher would be pretty good, depending on how much gravity I have. I feel like a 1 of is fine. Because, like, if I put down a Battle Priestess and a Mage Ship on the same turn, Mage Ship will obviously hit at that 7 mark, and then I can Light Lasher something back so that it hits again on the Battle Priestess turn. It's an okay one to have. I feel like it's not necessary for this deck. It would be really good with all the buffs that I have. But, I gotta first see what my gravity cards are. That'll be one I might put in at the very end since it is just a one of. So right now I just want to see what I can, because, I mean, Pathfinders I feel like I'm going to need... See, I'm already at 30. I'm already at 30, and I need to take out some cards. Because I haven't even added in, like, I could put Sunhugger in here. I could... Wandering Starformer I feel like I want for card draw as well. Maybe even a Telestian Priest. A Telestin Priest. 2 healing, 1 damage card draw. It'll go along with Phase Shift and all that other stuff really well. Of course I want buffs more than anything. But I mean, like, Gravity Meddler would be better than a Light Lasher, don't you think? With how many defend cards I'll be playing in this deck, too. So how many defend cards do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 defend cards. So it kind of makes me think that Gravity Meddler would be better than a Light Lasher in this deck. Because it's also bait buff removal if they try to remove it. Is the Ice Feather Mystic... This one might be too much. I might just take... I mean, it's super nice to be able to rotate stuff 2 corners right away. Like, I can get a really good Mage Ship Ice Feather Mystic in 1 turn. Yeah, Pathfinder always removes 1, you're right. But with Asivak, if I really need to in certain matchups, I can just keep getting the Pathfinders back over 2 turns. So it's kind of like, it's okay. It's fine. But I mean, I gotta figure out what I want to do here. I feel like Ice Feather Mystic might have to go. Unfortunately. Part of me says I don't need the Defiler, actually. Because all my buffs are rotating, I won't have really consistent stuff. And if I'm just letting my buffs do the damage, I don't need an attack card. Gravity Meddler, if I put that in, it'll make my buffs stay on the board. I really do like the Devourer, though. I really do like the Devourer. I feel like I want 1 more Meddler. Is 3 Battle Priestess too greedy? Is it too greedy? I mean, mind you, we're going to try and do a lot of our damage with it. But if it goes into the late game, I can stack it so it's always on top, so I don't need to worry too much. I'm at 10 and 10. How do we feel about just running 2 Pathfinders? It would hurt a lot once we go up against, like, major buff heavy decks. Maybe we need... God, this is difficult now. Maybe just 2 Astronomers? As much as we just really need card draw in this deck. Our deck also might just feel like we're just pass drawing a whole lot. So how many buffs do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17 buffs. So the chances of getting Blood Moon is really good now. Splash a color for more removal. I could. My thought about that is, like, if I splash Crystal in, I get Crystal Leeches, and I could also get Catalytic Crystallite, so I could rotate my buffs forward quicker and get to that whole thing. I could also run, like, Crystal Bat or stuff like that. 1 Geode Hatchling if I really wanted to. I could. Once again, if I do that, like, this deck already feels pretty good. And if I start splashing in, like, Crystal to add in Crystal Leeches, it would take away so much stuff because I'd have to add in the core and at least two blacksmiths. So I feel like we'll try this, and if we need to, then we could splash in something. The core would keep us alive, which is good, because we're definitely a deck that wants to go late game with how much healing and everything we have. But I saw Caravan Scavenger, I was like, wow, we can like legitimately put Blinding Beetle under Caravan Scavenger to make them move attack cards like the turn before Battle Priestess goes off, so they can't remove it. And then on the turn Battle Priestess does go off, heal for 5, get Blinding Beetle back, then Blinding Beetle again, and do heal for 8 and hit for 8. Like, I have some really good turns like that. Which makes me think, like, do I even need Bone Reaper? Should Bone Reaper be pulled out for another Caravan Scavenger and something else? Because with, like, Shrine of Deaths and Devourer and stuff like that, there are cards that I'll be holding on, so Rigor Mortis will still be fine. So it feels weird, but maybe I actually don't need Bone Reaper. With all my other buffs that are going to be hitting. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like a third Caravan Scavenger with all the defend cards I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll see. We'll test this out. If it doesn't work, because I mean, I haven't even added in any cards like any unaligned cards yet. So maybe like 3 Caravan Scavengers is actually really good. Then we can think about adding in like Barkeeps for card draw if we need card draw, or maybe just another Celestian Warrior. I don't know. We'll see. We'll test this out. Also, while at work, think about this hero. Think about Asivak. Like, look at her. She's, like, in Greek, like, mythology armor, holding a lightning bolt. She's an insectoid, first of all, that's not nature-aligned. So I'm sitting here like, okay, what kind of thing would Asivak be? And it started making me think, like, if Shrine of Death works with her, if Shrine of Death works in an Asivak deck, maybe the lore is that she's actually, like, a celestial being or a god. Because it looks like she's in heavens, like, on light. And that just started getting me in a whole bunch of, like, of my own lore. Like, just own fan-made lore, where I'm like, wow, if, like, Shrine of Death was supposed to work with Asivak, is she, like, the god of death? Because she's death, and she's, like, death superior. But she also has, solar. So, like, she could be, like, the Zeus of this world, like a deity above who you build a shrine to. Like, I was having a whole mental thing of like what Asivak really is, because I don't know if there's any lore on Asivak. I don't know if there is. I don't know if there's any lore. That's not the Asivak deck. Where's my God of Death? Where are you? There you are. There you are, beauty. Let's see if this deck works. Let's see if we hodgepodge something together. I have a feeling this deck runs into some problems against, like, heavy aggro. But, like I said, I want to get, like, really heavy hitting in there. It probably also runs into, like... Wow, both our astronomers right off the top. Okay. We'll see how this goes. Like I said, maybe I actually take out the 2 Bone Reapers, add in, like, a 3rd Carabid and a 3rd Astronomer for more card draw. Wow. Draws the Pathfinder right off the top, huh? Okay. That's fine with me. Um, I honestly think I just pass. There's nothing I really want to do right now. I'm a very slow-based deck, so me, like, not doing anything for a few turns is okay. It feels fine with me. Nope, I don't see an Asivak story in the Tales of Tantos on the website. Wranglethor, I'm making some fanfic then. Asivak is actually a deity who is, Ooh, okay. So I know he's got a Pathfinder. Do I Flaremane Prowler Blinding Beetle? Or Mageship Blinding Beetle, maybe? Well, let me Blinding Beetle first. That would be fun to... It would be really fun to write. It would be really fun to write. Because, like, she's clearly dressed in, like... Wow, Corona Loop. And International... Okay, so he's got the Pathfinder. He's got the Pathfinder. I don't want to lay another buff. I'm fine. Yeah, like, she looks like Zeus. Like an insectoid Zeus. She's got a lightning bolt in hand. Wearing, a helmet that looks like something from the Greek mythology with a toga robe and all that stuff. Like, she just screams a deity. And then she has Superior in Death and Solar. So, like, she's the light and the darkness. So he used the Pathfinder already. Chances he has another one. Pretty slim. Pretty slim. I'd hope so. So, yeah, if he's wasting a Pathfinder on one Astronomer, it kind of makes me want to put 3 of them in here so I can draw and get to my really big cards. Yeah, but it also could be, Arachne Redemption type story. Could be. Could be. I don't know too much about the Arachne, so... Just draw 2. I'm fine with that. Yeah, I feel like 3 Astronomers in this deck would be good. Really help me just draw... Wow! He has the double Pathfinder. Okay. Arachne pissed off Athena, so Athena turned it into a spider. Really? I didn't know that. Did not know that. That's interesting. I'll just draw 2. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So, not that I'm going... Wow. I was going to say, not that I'm going to, but I could Reality Rift in 2 Astronomers and a Flaremane Prowler. Ooh. I honestly just don't think I do anything still. Sinchaku, the moral of the story is don't be better than the Goddess of War. Isn't she in Roman mythology the Goddess of War and knowledge, and then in Greek she's just the Goddess of Wisdom and Ares is the Goddess of War? They're twin brother and sister. I got Flaremane Prowler. Do I also just Mageship? If he third Pathfinders, it's... the Greeks have multiple gods of war. Oh, really? Wisdom and crafts. I thought there was a difference between Greek and Roman mythology. Because obviously, like, Romans use the planets as their god names, where Greek uses, you know, the Greek names. Arachne thought she was a better weaver than Athena. Well, I mean, she's a spider. She has that right. She has that right. Do I ever put down another Mageship? He's used 2 of these already. Maybe I just go ham. If they all hit, I have Sunstrike. Just ridiculous stuff. Battle Priestess. Alrighty then. So Arachne challenged Athena. Oh, interesting. Now the Romans pretty much use the same thing, but yeah, Athena is both the goddess of war and wisdom. Very interesting. Did not know that. Chimchar Infiltrator. Is he getting Pathfinder back? He probably is. Yeah, but you don't have... Okay, so he's going to remove the Prowler and the Mage Ship. Hopefully I can Blinding Beetle and hit the Pathfinder. That'd be pretty sweet. I know he's got the Priest. Raventhor, I'm just going to have to look it up on like Wikipedia and find out, because that sounds like a very interesting story. I'm a big fan of Greek mythology. Alright. With Astral, the chances of them having multiple attacks is pretty high. So let's find out. Yep, he's going to keep the Pathfinder. Gonna keep the Pathfinder. Can guarantee you. Okay, Militant and Infiltrator. That means I can't Reality Rift next turn because I don't have it. But I'll just draw. Yep, I knew Athena turned Medusa into the Gorgon. I know she did that. Or no, I thought that was Aphrodite. I thought Aphrodite turned her into the Gorgon because Aphrodite was jealous of her beauty. Like, people were starting to praise her. I didn't think that was Athena. Lazy Kitty, no. Because this is legitimately the first game. So, I usually don't post my decks until after the stream is done and the deck is gone through the 4 hours of refining. So no, the deck I literally just made 10 minutes ago. This is the first game I'm playing with it. And he has been, like, Pathfindering me all the live long day. Is Ursa a retired hero? First of all, let me just ask that question. Is Ursa retired? Okay. Okay, so right now, I don't feel too bad for losing. Or at least not getting in the positions that I want. Like, if I Sunstrike for 7, she's just going to heal through it. I don't need to. I can hold it for Reality Rift. I think I just pass. Oh! Do you guys see a fun play? Because I see a fun play. Because what I can do is, like, I can Battle Priestess in. And if he doesn't remove it and it gets on the last corner, I can Reality Rift in 3 buffs and then devour those 3 buffs and have it hit for 15. That could be fun. That could be a lot of fun. Mind you, they're at full health. I don't know what they've got to just be winding up for one big hit, right? Just for one monster hit. He has been defending a whole lot, but he's got attack action cards. Does it say the game freeze? What's going on? Okay, so with the Blinding Beetle and the Sunstrike, we can pay for Reality Rift if this goes off. Can we just pass? This just feels really weird. Okay, well, there's a Bone Reaper. So I think, like, next turn, I can Carabid Scavenger. I really wish I would have drawn another Solar. Because then I could have Carabid Scavengered in the Blinding Beetle the turn before this. Yakona Oracle. Okay. You know what would be really cool out of all these cards if I would have drawn one of my Pathfinders? You know how awesome that would be? If I drew one of my Pathfinders? Ugh. Like, she's not doing anything but stalling, and it's... Also, I'm not drawing, unfortunately, that well. I can put that into play. And... pass. There's a Pathfinder. Okay. So now I can Soul Thief, rewind this one, Pathfinder that, and then set up a good turn. We'll see. Lunar's now on top. He could just third Pathfinder this for all I know. For all I've been doing. But yeah, next turn I'm gonna hit for a truck. I'm gonna hit for a bunch. This is gonna rotate out. Gosh darn it. It's not gonna stay there like I wanted it to. Okay. Also, like, the buffs I'll be getting back are 2 mage ships and a Flaremain Prowler. Like, do I really want to devour all that? God, he's got a... Dude, like, seriously. Come on, man. You've got to be running out of those soon. Bone Reaper pass. There's a Shrine of Death I can use if I bring back my mage ships. But yeah, this guy's just like... He's playing control and he's not doing anything, so I don't know... Well, there's his quote-unquote 6th Pathfinder. So, Gnairos, like, what is your game plan here? I gotta ask. I mean, part of me just says Sunstrike, just to do something. I know I'm not going to Reality Rift, like, anytime soon. Not with him having all these Pathfinder things. I guess I just got to try and get better value out of this stuff, but, like, he's removed all of my damage. Just preventing me from doing anything. Salt even a Pathfinder. Okay. Maybe against her, like, I just start bringing mage ships back and stuff like that. Because, like, I won't need these Carabid Scavengers or anything like that, will I? God, this is just a really weird matchup. Where I don't know what my opponent is supposed to be trying to do. Like, in all honesty, I don't know. They're not attacking me, so there's no point in me healing. They're not doing anything. I really don't know, guys. You wonder if they know what they're trying to do. I mean, they've had Chimchu Militants. They've had the Astral Priest. I've seen, what was it, Starstorm? Like, I don't... I don't know if this is the starter deck. It doesn't look like it with 3 Infiltrators. Like, okay, so he just is removing buffs. Like, what are we doing here? And it's another attack card. Like, is he trying to set up for an OTK that I just don't know about? This is just, it's like boggling my mind about what he's trying to do. He's got to be running low on heals too, because he's used, like, he's used all of his Icona Oracles. He's used... So he's still got one more Infiltrator. Like, is he just stalling? I don't know. Like, this matchup is just really mind-boggling. He's gonna get back a Pathfinder. Okay. Yeah. So he's got one Pathfinder in the discard. Yeah, I'm just waiting him out. Trying to get him to use Pathfinders, I guess, right now. Yeah, I'm just grab another mage ship, I guess. If he removes it, it'll go right back on top, which is fine. Like, I don't know what he's trying to do. I really don't. I feel like the first game I play with this is not a really good test for this deck because all he's doing is removing my buffs. Okay, so he's got 2 Pathfinders in hand. He's got 2 Pathfinders in hand. Is he just going to let that hit for 7? He is. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Like, I don't know. I'm basically just putting, like, buff out one by one, trying to kill his Pathfinders, and just see what he's trying. Maybe they're going to play combos while Stellar Fusion is out. Maybe. Like, he hasn't laid Stellar Fusion, and he can't really play Reality Rift because the only ones he'd get back is Icona Oracles. Enlightenment, okay. So he's got Starstorm. Yeah, I'm really baffled. It looks like he's, you know, a fairly aggressive deck. He's got a lot of attack. You know, there's Sunstrike. Like, it looks like he's a fairly basic Astral deck. He just doesn't know how to attack or do much of anything. Like, do I need a Pathfinder this matchup? All I've been seeing are attack cards. Yeah, I mean, a Jester, yeah, if he had a Jester, I'd wreck his day. Oh, I forgot, I needed to pull back a Graveyard one. My bad. I wanted to pull back a Graveyard. Not from hand. That was my bad. I know you don't have it, but it would be funny right now. Yeah, no, I mean... the hard-hitting combos. I mean, I've seen... what was it? The one that hits for 7 that I played before. I can't think of the name now. I saw Sunstrike. I've seen Sunstrike. I've seen the Starstorm. There's Enlightenment for card draw, Tidal Shift. So the only combo I haven't... there's one combo that I have not seen yet. One combo. Do I just put that out there for bait removal? I mean, I know he's got the last Pathfinder in hand, right? I know he has it. Maybe, is he also running Black Hole? Like, is Black Hole his last combo for just massive buff removal? There's Starstorm. Okay. Like, yeah, you've got that. Just lay the mage ship, I guess. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Are you for real right now? Are you for real right now? What does your mask do? Draw a card when you play a combo. This is your fourth combo. Right? I'm not misjudging that. Like, he laid 1, 2. This is okay, this is his third one. Probably has Mario Block. Is he just going against like a super buff heavy deck? Like, this is ridiculous. Is that all he's been doing, is going against buff heavy stuff? I mean, I can Blood Moon him. It's not gonna do much. This is just bizarre. It's really just bizarre about what I'm going up against right now. And I can bring in 2 mage ships and a Gravity Meddler if I Reality Rift. He's probably running Black Hole too. Like, like, I don't know what he's doing. I really don't. Okay. So he's trying to at least push damage for me now. Maybe, yeah, I mean, if he's been playing against so many Sicario decks, why is he in casual with this? I mean, I know he's got the Pathfinder, right? He's got one more Pathfinder. He might just use it here to kill 2 cards for 1. Yeah, he's got one more Pathfinder, and clearly Thunder Slugs. I mean, if he doesn't remove it, I can Shrine of Death and heal for 10 next turn and get that Blinding Beetle back. Okay. Are you finally going to start pushing damage now? Okay. Like, he's got 2 more. He's got the Sunstrike, and my guess is just Black Hole. If he's running this much buff removal, there's no reason not to also run Black Hole. Okay, so there's 6. Okay. mean, he's probably got a lot of stuff in hand. But he either keeps on to Pathfinder or he keeps on to damage aggression. I'm so boggled right now as to what's going on. There's a militant, okay. So he keeps the Pathfinder. Which, I mean, it's okay. Are you for real? Like, this buff-heavy deck, I immediately go into someone who's running double buff removal cards. Like, what is going on? What is happening right now? What's the card under Asivak? Can I see? It's a Shrine of Death. Okay. I mean, I'll get a card back from the discard pile. Yeah, let me just grab a Mage Ship or something. Actually, yeah. And then I'll Soul Thief. Wouldn't that almost be triple bubble? Yeah, yeah. With the infiltrators, not lookouts. Yeah. Oh my god, if he did that, I don't... This is ridiculous. He might have LOL. Yeah. And the thing is, like, with Asivak, I can set up the top cards of my discard pile with the buffs that I want. For Reality Rift. I don't know if I actually have any solar left. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think the only 2 like solar cards left are the what are they, the militants or whatever I'm thinking of? The celestial, the guys that are X3, X4. Cannot think of their names right now. I mean, am I just dead too? Like, does he just have solar flare? Because I feel like I just want to Rigor Mortis. No, he's got the Pathfinder in hand. He didn't put the Pathfinder back. So if I Rigor Mortis... I am just so boggled. What is the card I put under here? Blinding Beetle. Yeah, I'll put back a Devourer and grab the Blinding Beetle. And I guess I'll just heal for 3? Like, he's got the damage in hand. I don't know what's going on anymore. Chim2 Militant and the Pathfinder, okay. I'm so confused. And the thing is, like, I'm gonna lose to this because he's removed all of my buffs and a lot of my healing, because, like, the way this deck works runs off my buff healing. See, I can't lay Rigor Mortis right now. What's the card under here? Devourer? I think I just gotta pass. Okay, well, yeah, now I got stuff for that. I'm so confused right now as to what's going on. Corona Loop, okay. So that's his last combo. But yeah, am I just dead because I can't heal? Does he just have, like, militants? Am I just dead? For all I know, I'm just dead. Right? No alignment, no black hole. Yeah, I mean... Nyros, I have no idea what the fuck you were playing. All it was buff removal. I legitimately did not get to test out my deck. That deck, I think, auto-loses to any aggro, because that is so much buff removal. That was so much buff removal. So if he goes against any aggro with no buffs, that deck is done. Well, now we know how to beat... Yeah, now we know how to beat this deck. Run essentially 9 buff removal cards. Like, the healing comes from the buffs. And there's enough buffs in here to kind of just be delay or buff removal bait. Wrangle Thor, that's fine. Have a good one, man. Have a safe drive home. Yeah, anyone that can Thunderfin salute, go ahead and Thunderfin salute. Wow, we got a lot of just nothing, huh? Have a safe drive, Wrangle Thor. Yeah, I'm still blown away by what that deck was. Like, it legitimately might just be a deck he's testing to beat Sicario. And he put the Thunder Slugs in there to get around the Shroud of Night, where you can't attack, and so like he can still remove your buffs with the Thunder Slugs. Like, it might just be an anti-Sicario deck he's been testing, and just ran into me. But like, even that Sicario deck has a lot of healing. And now he's just massively attacking me where I might die because I don't have... Wow. Okay, so if I can Mage Ship and somehow make it last, I can get Shrine of Death off. Then again, he could just Crystal Leech me and I'd be like, wow, this is a great game. This is a great deck. And we can all discuss how bad games that are buff heavy and then buff removal is. Where it legitimately makes me not want to play buff heavy decks. Or try anything. We can just go on that rant. That's a great rant to always go on. Stay positive, Frank. Stay positive. Let's... You know what that deck was? That deck was unexpected. Mountain Fort. Okay. Okay. The thing is, like, Gravity Meddler doesn't even work with Shrine of Death, because if I go to heal, it'll turn this to X, which will then do nothing. Maybe Gravity Meddler's not that good. Or not as good as I wanted it to be, at least. I mean, we do have a lot of defend cards. They're good for the just damage stuff. So maybe it's better that way. Maybe I'm just... Alright. Yeah, no. I'm gonna heal for 7. That's cool. Already Shrine of Death proven value. Finally, right? Oh my word, finally. Shrine of Death coming through with a 7 heal. From Death. That's essentially a Soul Trader. Without the drawback. Just had to wait 2 turns. I forgot I did want to take the Bone Reapers out and add in more Astronomers. I feel like this deck suffers from card draw. It also suffers from people playing 9 buff removal cards. It suffers a lot from that. We found that out pretty well. If you wouldn't had Gravity Meddler out when you played Shrine of Death, couldn't you have turned back Mage Ship? So the thing is, Mud Turtle, here it is. If I lay Gravity Meddler and then I lay Shrine of Death, the Meddler would go off first, turning Mage Ship to an X, and then Shrine of Death would heal me for nothing. Because the buffs go off first before the card resolves. Yeah. Do we just get back? Do we get back? No, Soul Thief. I think it's a better one to try and get back. With this Mountain Fort out, I need to get some damage through, possibly. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, exactly. It's, you know, when you play it, you have to do it. So it doesn't work in conjunction well with Shrine of Death, but it works pretty well in conjunction with, like, Soul Thief or Blinding Beetle, or any of that. But yeah, I do think getting another Astronomer in here would help. As good as those Bone Reapers are for 4 damage and 4 healing, for just bait removal, I think I'd rather just have an Astronomer to draw, because this, it feels slow if I'm using Asivak's ability near the end. Chances he has Crystal Leech are pretty good, I would say. So laying an Astronomer down right now would kind of stink. I feel like doing this is fine. It would take away the Mountain Fort a little bit. 2 damage. Asivak's just a really... Like, I feel like she's a 5 out of 10. Maybe a 6 out of 10. I really like her 3 alignments. I like them. Yep, there's the Crystal Leech. It's her ability that doesn't really entice me. Her ability is way too slow. It's way too slow. It's on the slow part that General Carnage is. Like, General Carnage, if you compare it to an action card like Blacksmith. Blacksmith comes into play, gets your weapon out right away, and gets your initial action, whereas he legitimately hits himself for 2 to put a weapon on the top of your deck, so like your entire turn is to draw that weapon in your hand. You don't even get to lay it. And this one is just, I mean, obviously Graveyard Recursion is really good. Radiant Flame, okay. Okay. So where are my Pathfinders when I want them, huh? Why is everyone else... Oh, he had 2 Crystal Leeches. Are you for real? Okay. Just calm down, friend. Calm down. It's okay. Calm down, Razor. I think I'll just pass. Try and get a Pathfinder somewhere. There we go. I am so good. So good at this game. And yeah, I mean, without her being able to hold Lunar, having Pathfinder is kind of like, ugh. But on the same thing, like, Sunhunter Tuktu almost has the same exact stuff that this does, right? Tuktu has, except for death, it's Earth. But then again, Mountain is like the best of all worlds. Mountain has Mountain Forts. It has Enchanted Soils. It has Boulder Feasts. It has like everything you could ever want. So it's just really good. And of course, Meteor Shower with the combo that brings back buffs. Cannot think of the name. Gravity. Wow, I'm really bad with names. This is ridiculous. Ooh. This is some nice little saucy plays here. Check this out. Check out that card draw. Oh! So good. So good. Now he's going to Crystal Leech, and I'm going to be really sad. But it happens. It happens. What do we got? I'm going to laugh if I draw like Blinding Beetle and Gravity Meddler that Astronomer again and draw another 4. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. What's the card under Asivak right now? I wish I could see it on my turn. Because, you know, it's, you know, my card. I'm back up to 35. We've done a decent amount of healing to survive. Oh, is he gonna... Probably my meddler? Because I'm gonna draw the 4 regardless of what he moves. Maybe he moves the drawing backward so I don't get it next turn. Nope. It's the meddler. That's fine. That's A-okay with me. I'm... Sure. Prism Cannon. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, so he's used 1 leech so far, right? Yes. 1 leech, 2 combos. I feel like putting that out as almost bait is fine. I do have a second one. Do I also Celestian Warrior here? Maybe? Just get some damage going. I mean, he's got, what, 2 leeches? He's not running 9 like last turn, like last time, so I'm anticipating just a bunch of buff removal at this point, when I really shouldn't. There's only 2 other cards left in his deck that can do that. For all I know, he could also be running the mask and just wreck my day. Man, I can't believe I built a very buff heavy deck, and I went into someone who legitimately queued to destroy any and all buffs. That's all I did. Can't believe that happened. Let's see here. If I Sunstrike right now, that might actually be okay. If I Sunstrike. And I Mage Ship. Just really hope he doesn't have Crystal Leech. Then again, like, if I go wide now, blow his second Crystal Leech, I still do know for a fact that I can get a really good turn with my one combo that brings 3 buffs back. I can start setting up my deck that way if I don't get a good mid-game turn here. There's like several phases this deck can do well in, so I'm like anticipating the first one doing decent. It's gonna be okay. If it goes off like Crystal Leeches and everything, fine, whatever. Because I think the Devour is definitely a late game card. That's the card. It's either A, emergency, it's like the plan B button, or it's the end of game, reality rift all your stuff back, Devour for a bunch type of thing. So I think, yeah, if I lay this and Pathfinder that, next turn what I can do is I can Shrine to Death this, heal for 7, deal 7, and then heal for 5, get Shrine to Death back. He can Crystal Leech, but I'm gonna, if he doesn't have buff removal, I'm gonna hit him like a truck next turn. I'm gonna hit him for 23 and heal for 13. Like, that's just a really good turn swing if he can't remove this. He's got 4 cards in hand. Wow, and he draws a damage reduction. Are you serious? Okay, okay. Devourer next turn? Don't you think I should... Well, I can... Okay, what I can do... Yeah, Shrine of Death Devourer. I can do that. It just... Oh, I mean, it's probably the lethal, right? It's gotta be the lethal. Because I'll remove... Yeah. No, it actually won't be lethal. It'll be a lot of damage. It'll be a lot of damage. Yeah, I don't see any other reason not to. I really don't. That one, and that one. Heal for 15, deal 12. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay. What, are you serious? That's how it works? That's how that works? When did that change? I thought it was just one big heal. I thought it was just one big heal. That was a horrible turn. Also, didn't I remove 3? Oh no, because I also didn't heal that much. That's why. That was okay. That is some malarkey. That's actually how that works? I thought it was just one big one. Five healing for each. I guess it, yeah, the way it's worded, it is. Mud Turtle, you led me into my own demise. Whew! I just got shown up super bad on my own stream. Well, Rockets are, no one said anything. No one said anything, so I mean, it's not anyone's fault. It's just like, that's how that works. Okay, duly noted. Wow. That was horrible then. Good to know. Good to know. Don't use Devour A when you're at high health, and B when your opponent has any damage reduction, because that just blew up in my face. Blew up. Yeah, so that is only the plan B. It's not a lethal card. I have got to think of that as not a lethal card if it plays like that. Not unless I'm also really low and can heal for the full thing, because otherwise I only healed twice and did, what, 4 damage to him? Woo! Big hitter. See, Bova, now I'm going to fully blame you. You knew what that was. You were in stream, and you were just watching. I bet you literally sat back there and, let's watch him mess up. Did one of those. Just watch everything I cherished go down the drain. But I mean, against Mountain, we're not doing bad. We're not doing bad. If he didn't have Rock Fist. He's played three combos so far, though. Oh, you figured it did separate heals? Then again, like, it would have only done 10, not the full 15. So there's no reason I needed to get rid of that Carabid Scavenger. I could have left that up. That should have also been my thing. But like I said, I didn't know. Electro Hopper. No, Rockets are. You're right. You're right. Who wants to pay the $10 to just start spamming that for me, huh? Oh. Great. Great. Okay, so he has... Do I do this to see if he has Leech? See what he moves back? He had the Leech. What a call. What a call. Now I can Astronomer and feel fine without him having to leech it. Oh, man. Okay, so, like, this deck doesn't seem like it's doing that bad if it's mid to late game and I had a really good push turn that he couldn't answer. It's just that first game just crushed my hopes and dreams. That first game is like, I'm going to remove all of your buffs all the time, every single time. Have fun. I'm like, why? What did I do? Draw 3. Now I'm also thinking I don't need 3 Battle Priestesses. Maybe I just need 2. Maybe 3 is too many. It is good for those swing turns, but if I'm baiting out buff removal, I need to say Battle Priestess for just really good swing turns. I said that to represent a vote for people who don't have it. Rockets are, I don't think anyone has it, because no one has been a tier 2 sub for me, which I do not blame you. If you spend $10 just for an Electro Hopper emote, you know, hats off to you, sir. But I personally would just be like, no, I'm not, sorry, not doing it. I do not blame you one bit. Do not. Like, Bone Reaper with Battle Priestess, that's just good synergy, but this deck has such bigger plays than that. That I don't feel like Bone Reaper is needed along with a Battle Priestess. I feel like I can put in better cards. I feel like I can. Like, another Astronomer is really good. Maybe even a third Carabid Scavenger. Those are just, you know, they're not as good healing, but they're buff removal bait. And if you think about it, the damage, I don't really care that much about damage. With my buffs, I should be doing a decent amount for the 4. That Carabid Scavenger is 5 healing 1 more turn sooner than the 4. And what I want in this style of deck is just more healing than damage and healing. So I think take out the Bone Reapers, take out the Bone Reapers and a Battle Priestess, put in a third Scavenger, put in a third Astronomer. Wow, he's just healing back up. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we can put in a tech card. Bulbasaur subscribed to tier 1? Oh my god, Bulbasaur, you know what you can do right now? You can give yourself a Thunderfin salute. Who all has Thunderfin salutes? Can we Thunderfin salute Boba for subscribing as a tier 1 sub? Thank you, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Maybe we just Battle Priestess again? Oh, look at all those sexy emotes. Oh, it feels so good. So he's got 2 more Crystal Leeches, right? He's got 2 more. Because I moved 1 back. Oh, that just feels so good. You know, since I am allowed to do that too, because I have these emotes, I'm going to give you a salute of my own, buddy. Thank you. You've come up with some amazing names. Oh, that stings. That stings a lot. I mean, I also don't even have a Shrine of Death yet. What's the card under this? What's the card? Gravity Mother. Oh, okay, I don't need that. What's in my discard pile? Is there a Shrine of Death in my discard pile? There is a Shrine of Death in my discard pile. Wow, both of them are. Okay, that's definitely what I'm spending my turn on then. Getting that puppy back. I could Devour. Actually, should I bring back a Pathfinder instead? Over Shrine of Death? Maybe right now Pathfinder's better, because I'm not at that much high healing. Okay, I'm back. So, did I miss how to actually use that emote? Wrangler, to use that emote, you have to be a tier 1 sub at least. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, you're more than welcome to. I'm not saying you have to, but the only way to be able to use my emote is if you're a subscriber. So now I actually have a benefit to subscribing to me, as opposed to just really liking the content I put out. So yeah, I think putting the Bone Reaper back and Pathfindering this. Actually, do I even need to? Because I don't have a Shrine of Death. So Battle Priestess isn't going to get much. I can put this down. Ooh. Maybe I put this down. And then next turn, if he doesn't Crystal Leech anything, I can Pathfinder and then at least heal for 5 and deal 5 to him. Maybe that's what I do. It won't bring me back a defend card. Kind of stinks, but it is what it is at this point. Part of me also thinks that it's Blood Moon next turn for 13 after dealing 11. Spotting lethal, you know, it's something that I really have a hard time with when I'm playing decks like this, where I'm trying to put every single piece of the puzzle together. Because, yeah, I just win. I just win now. I've built up a decent puzzle. And I just win. Never say I never miss lethal. Because I don't miss it sometimes. Okay, so I mean that deck, it did okay. 72 gold. Wow. This is a deck to definitely grind gold on, because oh, man. Okay, so if we take out the 2 Bone Reapers, add in a 3rd Carabid. So how many death do we have now? 9? Do we add in a 3rd Shrine of Death, too? I feel like maybe we do. Or no, oh no, Shrine of Death, I don't need a 3rd one. That's really conditional. I do not need a 3rd one. I can take out a Battle Priestess, put in an Astronomer. Do I also just maybe put in another Flare Main Prowler for more damage? Or do I Frozen Totem? I mean, Asivak gets me cards back regardless, right? Yeah, do I just try and... Because what am I at? 10, 9, 10. I mean, I could put in another Flare Main. I could just put in a Mirror Beast. I could... Vortex Slayer. Bulbasaur! Oh my... How do you do this? Dread Zeppelin. I mean, I feel like I have to include the Zeppelin if I call it Dread Zeppelin. God, that's just really good. Like, I call it the God of Death for the shrines, but Dread Zeppelin. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Oh, no. Will it fit? Oh, it does. Oh, Zeppelin. Made ship as a Zeppelin. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Alright, so I have one more card to add in. Do I ever add in Ice Feather Mystic? Just to get, like, really good spike turns. Because we can, like, Mage Ship Ice Feather Mystic for 7 damage. We can spin Flare Main Prowler ahead. Like, we can do a lot of fun things with Ice Feather Mystic in this deck with how many buffs we have that have 4 corners. If she sent you your deck list, would you name them for her? That's amazing. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of gravity now. I feel like maybe just having one is fine. And if I need to go for bigger spike turns, I can bring it back with Asivak. We were also going to go for just having that one slot be a tech card, right? Like for Battleborn Oppressor would just be really good to be able to bring that back if they're playing a lot of weapons. We can just run the Jester if they're running a really long deck. Like, what's the tech card? What's the tech card that we add into this deck? Because with Asivak and we're playing long games, we can tech. We can take a Mystic out. Do we put Oppressor? Do we put Jester? Do we put an Umbron Brute in? Is the only thing we worry about is like really big heavy damage? Do we put a Brood in to prevent combo damage from just spiking us? I feel like with us having a pretty big spike turn, a Battleborn Oppressor is fine in case people run like Crystal Cores. I feel like that's good. I feel like that's good if we just put in an Oppressor. Part of me also thinks that like if I take out the 2 warriors, put in a 3rd Flare Main, God, like these meddlers. I'm torn. I'm torn whether or not I want the Meddler or if I want the Ice Feather Mystic, you know? I feel like I want to take the Meddlers out. How many buffs do I have in here now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Maybe I leave the... No, I actually should leave those in for buff bait removal. The Meddlers are better for bait removal. And they work well with Devourer. Yeah. I don't need 3 Battle Priestesses. How many gravity cards? I have 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. My thought was Sun Plane Charger in here, but I think the Celestian Warrior is better than the Plane Charger. I do like the Flare Main Prowler to get 3 actions. But Celestian, it's like 2 more... I'm so torn. I am torn. I think this is fine. I think this is fine. I'm saying that a lot, but I think this is fine. Because I want buffs for buff bait removal so that I can get Battle Priestess off really well. Reality Rift works. Phase Shift, sadly, has not been that strong, but I still think I like it in here because of all the healing. The problem with Gravity Meddler as removal bait is you need another buff out with it, so they end up getting 2 buffs anyway. That's true. Bulbasaur, you're not wrong there. Do I just put in Frozen Totems then? Over Gravity Meddler? So that if they do attack me, I can bring cards back? Like, it is what Asivak does anyway. But being able to bring back, like, my healing cards and all that stuff, or Pathfinder, could just be really good. I'm 99% sure, however, that that's getting retired. Oh my word, it's not. Yeah, I can add 2 of those in. If I really wanted to. That's why you love Light Lasher? Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, Gravity Feather is nice with all the defend cards to be able to restart your buffs. But I mean, if I think about it this way, I would never... I mean, I would put Gravity Feather down and then lay a defend. Yeah, Frozen Totem, that's what I'm thinking too. It would give me back a buff instead of just restarting it. And the way I play this deck, it is just a very almost long attrition-y game. Anyway. And I can restack my graveyard with Asivak's ability in case these are near the top for Reality Rift. I feel like Frozen Totem is a fine change, actually. It sticks out there until they attack me. Obviously, I cannot use Frozen Totem with Asivak because I can't store it under her. So that's the bummer. But with all of my gravity cards that I'm really laying, I could just use it for combo payments as well. Also works well with Devour, sticks out there until they put it down. Yeah, I like Frozen Totem. Frozen Totem's really good. Alright, Dread Zeppelin, round 2. We changed the name so it's moved slightly on us. Moved slightly. Let's see how Dread Zeppelin does. Let's see how it does. And yeah, it's that buff removal bait that even if they do get me a 2-for-1, I'll still get a card back from my discard pile, which could just be a buff that I wanted. Hello there, how are you? So I gotta remember, I only have 2 of these in the deck. Okay. You gonna full-on attack me? No, he's not. Good call. Good call. Wow, these are really bad openers. Well, it looks like he's got bad ones too, though, so we're fine. Are you for real? Like, all of my mid to late game cards are here. I don't have anything to, like, just to apply pressure in the beginning. That's... Oh, that's upsetting. Also, Rigor Mortis. Rigor Mortis never really found a home. Which, I mean, it's essentially just a bigger Caravid Scavenger. If I think about it that way. So, is there another combo? Beetle, then Totem? Should I do that next turn? I'm thinking. I should have... I mean, he probably draws now, so I probably should have done that. Do I change Rigor Mortis out for a different combo? Because, like, Rigor Mortis, I feel like it's good for, like, that big healing, but I've never needed to lay it because the Caravid Scavengers. No, not now. Why not now? So no Frozen Totem, Blinding Beetle? None of that? Or, no, it's because he can, like, Pathfinder and get value out of it, right? No, if I did that and he only has 4 cards in hand, he might just put Blinding Beetle back. Now they can 2-for-1. But he only has 4 cards, and if I remove 2 attack cards, the chances of me putting back a Blinding Beetle before he can draw one is pretty good. I still think it's fine. But maybe you're right. Maybe oh, what am I doing? I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Bubba, I'm going for it. I'm making this plays every day. I should have played it the other way around. But it doesn't matter. I should have Blinding Beetle first. You're right, Beetle then Totem, not Totem then Beetle. Because if he had 3 attack cards and he just kept the leech knowing the value, that was a misplay on my part, and I admit I make quite a bit of those. I feel like I just do this to have his Mountain Fort tick. Or I can just Pathfinder it away. He seems like a very action-heavy card, so just doing this is fine. Also, if he attacks me next turn, I can bring a Pathfinder back, too. So that's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. I think next turn is a good turn to lay Astronomer. If he attacks me, I'll get something back, but I'll have 3 actions. Astronomer's just really good card draw. It's a card I want to lay, like, mid, or early, mid, and late. Now that I have 3 of them, it is bait removal as well. But yeah, Rigor Mortis. What combo should I change out for Rigor Mortis? Because it just doesn't feel that good in this deck. It's the same thing as Carabid Scavenger does, essentially. And I don't need a combo to do things that my action cards are doing. Do I just Blinding Beetle him again? Or do I Carabid Scavenger then Blinding Beetle? So I can bring it back next turn. What do we have for combos that fit me? We could look at running. Oh, there's the Leech. Bring back a Pathfinder or Blinding Beetle? Maybe the Beetle? Think the Beetle's fine? Or do we just keep the pressure on? No, doing this so he slows down with us is better. We probably win the later games out of this. Which ones are you removing, though? Okay, so I still get an Astronomer back. If he attacks me again, that's cool. Do we put maybe an Enlightenment in? Help pay for our combos a little more? Do we change it out for Enlightenment? I'm thinking we do. I think Enlightenment's probably better for this. Which seems weird, but it could be really good. In all honesty, I think I just pass. Yeah, I'm thinking take out Rigor Mortis for Enlightenment. It helps with card draw, which is what this deck, like, that's what I want Astronomers for. So I think Enlightenment would be really good. Mind you, I won't get the healing off Lunar, and if I do draw Solar, cool. Good for me. I'm awesome. So cool, now if he attacks me, I get Pathfinder back, so that's awesome. These Frozen Totems, oh, are so clutch in this deck. That's just a really, really nifty one to have. And the fact that he didn't remove it, like, woo! Frozen Totem also is a card I don't think I use a whole lot, because Astral is very... At least the really top-end Astral decks are very aggressive, very just like one-hit wonders. If you use Enlightenment, though, and draw 2 to 3 death cards, get almost no value, and no antimatter field is better for payments if you're using for that. Antimatter field. That's interesting. Ooh. That's an interesting tech choice. That's an interesting tech choice. So yeah, I think I'll bring back Pathfinder, so I can kill that. That's true. That's very true. It does pay for more. Oh! Well, he's only gonna... If he uses it, he only gets back Flame Bat. I just don't think I take the 8. I think I let him... move back some stuff. Yeah, I think I just don't take the 8. He can move back attack cards all day. That's fine with me. Especially if I Blinding Beetle now. Do I Blinding Beetle or Mage Ship? In all reality, I would have loved to lay Phase Shift. And have, like, a lot of buffs out. Oh, my scavenger's gone. How sad. Yeah, if I'm just using it for payment, because right now, this deck does run off of action, so I might want my combos to pay for other combos. So the anti-mana field might actually be better than Enlightenment. As good as Enlightenment is, with this 3 Astronomers, I might not need the card draw, I might just need the payments. You might be right on that. What do I do here? I have 3 actions. Do I... Mage Ship pass? If he Crystal Leeches, it's... I mean, he Crystal Leeches. Yeah. Draw 2. Another Pathfinder in case... I mean, why would he use that for 1 right now, right? Why would he use it for 1? Rebel Roach. Sure. Sure. With Antimatter Field, basically both of our decks get flipped over. So every card we draw, everyone knows what the top one is. And we start drawing from the bottom as opposed to the top. I mean, I feel like Soul Thief is fine. I have no solar in my hand. Wow. That's impressive. Frozen Toteming next turn is good if I don't lay a combo or a buff. So maybe if I lay Soul Thief and pass. Next turn I'll probably lay Frozen Totem, so if he does Crystal Leash, he only gets 1 value out of it. There's a Blood Moon. Gotta love that Blood Moon. Okay, sure, yeah, fine, whatever. Actually, do I just Blood Moon Sunstrike? Nope, not anymore. Then the top card bursts out in song. I started from the bottom, now I'm here. So this would deal 13, put him to 10. Then I can Sunstrike. This deck does not run attack cards. So maybe just holding off a little bit. I couldn't have laid Sunstrike anyway, I didn't have the solar. Okay, so... if I... Blood Moon now... he'll go to 10. Then I follow up with Sunstrike. Maybe this is fine to do right now to put pressure on him. I really don't need this. I don't think I need this either. If I Sunstrike next turn, I'll probably keep the Pathfinder over the Battle Priestess. Draw Phase Shift, never mind. I'm the luckiest boy in the world. Oh, that was healing. I thought that was the damage one. I am so stupid. I am so dumb. However, what I can do now is I can lay Phase Shift with Sunstrike. Or do I just pass? Oh my god, it's Lunar. Never mind, what am I thinking? The only time I'm gonna get max value out of this. The only time. Only time in the entire deck I'm going to get max value out of that. That was so good. Part of me says I just draw. Because now that I know Devourer does separate ones, Phase Shift is looking a lot better if I can get combo, if I can get some buffs out there, right? Right? So I'm thinking like next turn, I'll Phase Shift, pay with Battle Priestess and Sunstrike. Then the turn afterwards, I can like Mage Ship Celestian Warrior. Or no, I'll Mage Ship Celestian Warrior now. And then next turn, Phase Shift. And if he doesn't do anything, this will hit for 7, that'll already hit for 3. I can remove these 2 with Devourer, heal for 10, deal 8. Okay. I mean, if he attacks me again, I get a card back. Which, for all intents and purposes, could just be Blinding Beetle. Alright. Alright, guys, we're doing it. Now he, like, Crystal Leeches. Yeah, no, I think this might be the deck where I run Antimatter Field. Oh, okay, I get a card back. What do I want back? What do I want back? Soul Thief? Pathfinder? Blinding Beetle? For the most part. I'm gonna win next turn regardless. Maybe I do Blinding Beetle in case I don't win. In case he does something really weird and, like, removes my buffs. I can always Blinding Beetle and heal back up a little bit. So, Prism Cannon. What did this card do? Oh, okay. That's interesting. Well, guys, welcome to Lethal. I'll heal for 15. And just deal a bunch. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if Phase Shift works that well, Antimatter Field has double gravity, which will help pay for that. Extremely nice. Oh, that's just really good. Not that I'll ever run Antimatter Field. Well played, Devourer, that time. I've been learning. But, oh man, those Frozen Totems are so good in this deck. Wow! Wow, I did not think they were going to be that clutch, but they are, like... I think 3 of them would be overkill, and 100 shards, yes. I think 3 of them would be overkill, but, like, I really want to add 3. But I think having a tech card in here in place of another Frozen Totem is just fine. But, yeah, that Frozen Totem... Wow, that thing put in the work. That's nuts. Yeah, Shrine of Death is nice if I can get a big 7 heal off of something. Carabin Scavenger to catch Blinding Beetles is really good. Yeah, I mean, this deck somehow is decent. Don't know how. The only thing is, like, I feel it's weird with 2 and 2. I don't really have a whole lot of damaging cards. Like, I win off of healing and dealing damage, so it is very spiky. Because it runs off of, like, Phase Shift and Battle Priestess and, like, healing with the Shrine of Death on a Mage Ship if I get lucky, or even a Flareman Prowler. It's a really weird put-together deck that somehow does okay. But, oh, Frozen Totem. Frozen Totem helped this deck so much. I'm fine with that. Alright, give me a few minutes. I'm going to use the bathroom, get another water bottle, and I'll be right back. Thunderfin, salute yourself. Chat about this deck. Praise Asivak. Go tell Darkcatcher that we made a decent Asivak deck that he can run at the next tourney, because people should vote for Asivak. But Give me 1 sec, guys. I will be right back to play more of this deck. This is turning out to be really fun.